Hello Taurus, welcome to this reading. I hope we've got a hair there. I hope you're doing well. My name is Jade. For those who are new here, welcome. I'm going to be checking out your energy to see what the cards want to say for you. I will be using this deck here. It's a new one of mine. It's lovely and shiny. I will show you all the cards as well, so don't worry if you can't see them properly on the desk. Right, Taurus, let's begin. Remember, this is a general reading, so please only take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for others. If you would like a personal reading with me, just look in the description of the video. I have a website or an email address there. My readings are of high value, but they are kept at low cost, so I can help as many of you as I can. Okay, Taurus, let's see. What is your recent past? The recent past of Taurus, please. The recent past for Taurus. Oh, we've got the Queen of Cups. What is the present situation? Whoa. The Two of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Nice. And what is the near future? Ace of Wands. And the obstacles and challenges. You've got the Emperor there. You also have the Two of Swords in the reverse position. In the blocked position. Now, let's see the advice. The Tower. Oh, wow. And the outcome. Woohoo! We do have the Two of Cups in reverse. And we have the Page of Wands with the Lovers. Wow, what a contrast of energies. Let's talk about this first, Taurus, before I do some clarification to get more specific messages for you. So, in the recent past, Taurus, you do have the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups tells me that you have been very understanding, very compassionate about a situation. You have been expressing your true feelings. I also see you being very empathic as well. You're listening to your own intuition, and you are intuitive, and you're also able to get the feelings of others around you as well. You can pick this up, so you are empathic. I feel like this is you being very nurturing, very soft, very caring, giving someone some love, some support, and coming at this from a place of, as I said, understanding, just being very soft and gentle with your approach with something here in the recent past. Now, in the present situation, you have the Two of Pentacles, and you also have the Wheel. So this tells me, Taurus, that you are trying to find some kind of balance here. You're trying to balance things out. You're adapting. There may be a change that's happened and you felt like you can't really control it. There's something going on that is out of your control. You're trying to go with the flow here. You're trying to find the balance within this situation because this change is happening. The wheel always turns, and this is actually your destiny. It's something that was meant to happen, but it's still out of the blue. It might be something that's happened and you weren't expecting it, which is why we have this card here telling me that you're juggling a little bit. You're trying to come to terms with things. You're trying to balance everything out. So there's no more confusion. You're just trying to adapt to something new that seems to have happened, and it's again out of your control. It's something that has happened and you can't stop it from happening. So let's see what the near future is. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands tells me that there is a passionate new beginning coming up for you. This is a really good card. It tells me that although that this change has happened and you felt like you can't really find the balance with it, you're still able to find some excitement, some enthusiasm for what is to come. I think you're going to be very passionate and excited about this new beginning. This is also a spark of creativity, so you might be getting sudden ideas of how you can get more creative with things. bursts of inspiration coming in, and being able to express yourself on a much more creative level. You can see the potential with something. It does get you all fired up, and you do want to explore this further. So there is something really exciting on the horizon for you. Now for the obstacles and challenges, we do have the Emperor, and we have the Two of Swords in the block position. You are wanting to take control. You're wanting to take control. You're wanting to take your power back and stand up and be who you were born to be. You do have an idea of how you want your life to look. You want stability, you want structure, you want to feel safe and secure in the path that you choose. But there's a lot of indecisive energy here. There seems to be a difficult decision that you have to make, and maybe you're finding it hard to choose the right path. I see that you're unable to see things clearly. You can't see the full picture as of yet, and that's why you're a bit confused. You're unsure. You might be second guessing your choices. You do want to be in charge and be in control, but at the same time, you might be feeling like you might be feeling worried in case you make the wrong choice. I just get the energy of being indecisive, being confused, not able to see everything just yet. But the Emperor is also someone who's very stubborn, very in their ways. So I feel that even though a decision does need to be made, you might be struggling to go along with this decision overall. You might be trying to always do things how you've always done them, and really stand your ground in something, even though you know that change is needed, a decision is needing to be made. For your advice, you've got the Tower. Now the Tower is a very destructive card. Sometimes the Tower can be positive though, and I feel that this is in the positive sense in your reading. As it's in the advice position, it tells me that you need to let something fall to the ground, embrace this change, even though it's scary, it's shocking, it's sudden, and it might be a very big change, but you need to just allow the Tower to fall. Allow it to fall as it does, and you need to rebuild. You need to clear the rubble and accept this big change in your life. Accept this for what it is. Allow this to come crashing down, because it's not secure. It's not stable enough to stay afloat. You have to clear away all of the rubble, as I said before, and rebuild something better in its place, because this isn't working. Whatever this is, it isn't working. That's why there's been changes. That's why you are feeling confused and you're not sure what to do. It's because this has to come down to the ground. It has to be destroyed, basically. There is a sudden and shocking change, or a change of views, a change of values or beliefs, and it might take you by surprise, but this is actually supposed to happen for you. It's fated. It is your destiny. So you do need to come to terms with this. It will not change it. Even if you are stood in your energy and you're stubborn and you're holding on and you're not wanting to change, like the Emperor, what he knows is best, it still won't change the outcome. So it will be easier for you if you just accept it and move with the time. Now for the outcome here, we have the Two of Cups, we've got the Lovers, and we have the Page of Wands. So this tells me, Taurus, that there is going to be a disconnect with a connection here. Maybe this is about a connection or a union, and there is going to be a disconnect. You need to disconnect from things that are no longer serving you. You need to make a very important choice, and you need to decide now. The Lovers card is also a card of union. So even though there is a disconnect, it doesn't mean that this is the end. Maybe you have to go through this disconnect so that something can be rebuilt in its place. I feel that if you are, for example, if you're going on a break with someone, if you know that something isn't working, maybe you're in a relationship. This is just an example. It won't be for everybody. But if you're in a relationship and it's not working, you need to think, well, okay, we need a break. We need to go our separate ways. We need to just focus on us for a little while. And then when we are stronger and when we realize what really matters to us, we can come back together again, and we can be free to be more expressive, more creative, and more open with each other, to bring that passion back into our lives with the Page of Wands there. But Spirit is saying to you, you need to be creative in your own life. You are going to end up, again exploring new things. I do feel like there's new things coming up for you. And I feel like this is something that you can take baby steps with. It's something you can really express yourself with. You can grow with this. You can learn new things. And, you know, just be at one with yourself. Just be able to be true to who you are and not worry about what other people think. Beautiful reading. Let's clarify. I want to get some more messages, more specific messages for you, Taurus. So let's see, what is this Queen of Cups about? We have the Ace of Swords there in the blocked. We've got Death, and we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Okay, let's clarify the Two of Pentacles with the Wheel. I'll have to grab that one. We have the Hanged Man and the Nine of Swords. Yep. Now let's do the Ace of Wands. Strength in the blocked. And in the blocked, we have the Wheel of Fortune. These cards are repeating. It's a strong message. Now let's do the obstacles and challenges. King of Wands there. There's another Empress. It's your energy, Taurus. Your energy is there. It's good to see. Put these there. Now we have for the advice the Tower. Can we clarify? Oh, the Tower. We've got Judgment in the reverse with the Chariot. And for the outcome, we will clarify these. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this is straightforward, really. Let's first do these cards here. So for the Queen of Cups, the clarification, we have the Ace of Swords in the blocked position. We also have the Nine of Cups in the reverse, and we have the Death card here. So this tells me that you have had an awakening. You've had an epiphany, basically. You've had a sudden train of thought, but it's also caused you confusion as well, because it's not what you expected. And I feel like you're on the fence. This was in the recent past. So you're trying to be understanding about this. You're trying to give this person or situation the benefit of the doubt. But you just have this feeling inside of you that something is missing. Something's not fulfilling for you, and you know that you need to change. Something's changed here. You're transitioning. Whatever was satisfying to you before no longer satisfies you. You want more, basically. That's what I'm hearing. You are wanting more out of life, and this is why you are trying to be understanding. You're trying to be compassionate, but your intuition is screaming at you and telling you that no, you want more. You're not satisfied. You're not fully satisfied with something. So in the present situation, we've got the Hanged Man in the block position with the Nine of Swords. Look at this. So yeah, you're resisting change. This is why it's hard to adapt. There's something happened here. You're trying to see things from a different perspective, but at the same time, you're kind of closing your eyes. You don't want to see it because it's causing you a lot of anguish. It's causing you pain. It's causing you upset. You might be worried and overthinking as well, because this is hard to adapt with. It's hard to accept this change because you may have thought that this, whatever it was built to last. But now you're actually seeing the truth. You're seeing things for what it truly is. It's like the rose-tinted glasses have come off, and now you can see what this is truly about and how you feel. I think maybe your feelings have changed with something. We've got the Ace of Wands here. Now, clarifying this, we have the Strength in the blocked, and we've also got the Wheel of Fortune in the block. Yeah. So I feel that there is a passionate new beginning coming up, but you might be scared to take this chance. You're second guessing yourself here, Taurus. It's like your heart is going in a different direction than your mind. You're kind of battling with the two of them there. There's change happening with the Wheel of Fortune again. The cards are repeating. It's in the blocked. It's like the big change is happening, but you're resisting it. You're not wanting to participate, even though you actually know deep down that this is something that has to happen. Now, clarifying the Emperor and the Two of Swords in the blocked, we've got the Eight of Wands. This has happened very quick, and this is a challenge because it's unexpected. You haven't had time to prepare, and the Empress tells me you are wanting to build a life that's better for you. You're wanting to create something beautiful. You have this vision, and you want to be like motherly, or you want to show your feminine energy to something here. You want to take control, but you feel like you actually have to be the masculine because someone isn't stepping up. That's another message I'm getting. It's very specific. It's like you have to play both roles here, but that's not what you want to do. And the King of Wands is a natural born leader, so it tells me that you're definitely wanting to take control and be the one in charge, but at the same time you're kind of battling with yourself because the Empress is soft and gentle. She brings harmony, she brings peace, she brings love, but there's still this fire inside of you. There's something that's not fulfilling you. There's something that's burning, and you need to kind of explore this further. In the advice, you've got the Chariot and you have the Judgment in the reverse. Yeah, you're needing to step up and make a decision to get yourself on the right track. You need to accept this Tower moment here, and you need to choose and stick with your decision here. There is a choice that needs to be made, and you should be choosing to go in the right direction. You need to take control, but you are indecisive. You're not making this decision, and that's why the Tower is here in your advice. It's like you need to accept that something just has to end so that something better can be in its place, because you will never be satisfied. Even if you accept this change now, you might be able to rebuild this even stronger. But something needs to happen here. Something needs to be accepted. You've got the Hermit in the blocked with the Six of Swords. So yeah, this tells me that you need to take yourself away from this situation. You need to withdraw. And I feel that this is something you will be doing. You will be withdrawing from the situation and going on to better things. Look at that. Better things ahead. So I do see you transitioning to something better, something more aligned with who you are. There could be a new potential partner coming up for you, or a new situation that gives you that fulfillment, that missing puzzle piece, and it allows you to be excited again and enthusiastic about life and where it's taking you. Beautiful reading. Let's now close off with your charms. If you've enjoyed this reading, please could you drop a like and a comment on this video. I do love to read your comments. They make my day. And please subscribe so I get to see you again. I'd love to have you back. Okay, Taurus. We've got quite a few here actually. Right, so first up we've got a hammer. This tells me there may be some DIY projects going on right now or due to come up, and you are also someone who can fix things. You might also be very handy with your hands, obviously. Maybe you're really good at DIY, and this tells me you might work with tools and people see you as a problem solver. We have a dog. Some of you might be dog people. You might have a pet dog with you now or in spirit, and they're still around you. This also tells me you're very loyal and you do try to see the best in people. Oh, there's a big cat. Some of you might be cat people. I have two cats. I've got Winston and Thomas. So you might have a pet cat either with you now or in spirit. And this tells me you're very curious, you can be a bit mischievous, maybe you have a playful side, you're very independent and you're healing from the inside out. Oh, look, a money tree. If you have a business or a business idea, this will grow for you and it will give you an endless stream of profits. So stick with it. Some of you might be working in the garden, doing some gardening. Maybe you work outside. You might like to garden. But I also see that you will get to the bottom of something. You're going to dig up some truth. So if you do digging, you will get your answers. 2 thistles. Strong Scottish energy. You might be connected to Scotland, and it's a very strong energy. This also tells me that you're able to adapt and grow wherever you go. So if you're thinking of relocating, a new job perhaps, or just to go in a different direction in general, you'll be okay. You'll be just fine. We have a fish. This can represent pregnancy. There could be pregnancy either with you or someone that you know. You might hear of a pregnancy. This also tells me that you might be connected to the ocean or fish in some way, and you are going to swim to calmer waters, which is what the 6 of Swords is. Oh, we've got a lizard. Maybe you've got a pet lizard perhaps, or a reptile or something. You might see a lizard, or you might see a fish as well, and it validates the reading. But the lizard tells me that you can climb to great heights. It tells me that you are adaptable. Again, you can embrace change, and you try to keep out of the way of people that you don't like or that you don't trust. You try to shy away until you can really suss them out and judge their energy. You like to judge them from afar. You've got the ram here. This connects me to Aries. You might be connected to an Aries in some way. This also tells me that you are very headstrong. It tells me that you are able to do things what others don't expect. People have expectations of you and you go above and beyond them. You do surprise a lot of people. A cat again. So strong message with the cat. Maybe you've got 2 pet cats. House. Some of you might be moving house. If you're selling a house, it's a good omen. It tells me you will sell it. And you're very house proud. People love to come round to see your home. You're very welcoming. You're very warm and welcoming, and people think you're a good host. And you might like to stay home a lot as well. Well, Taurus, that is your energy. You are a home body. You like to have a nice home. You like to put your energy into home. And you would sit at home and watch Netflix and eat food as much as you want. That would be your ideal dream probably as a Taurus. That's my daughter's anyway. She's a Taurus. Now we've got a winged heart. So it tells me that your heart will be soaring to great heights. You also have the wings of protection around your heart. So feel free to open up more. And I do see there could be love coming your way if you're single. What a fantastic reading. I've really enjoyed this. I hope you have. Have a fantastic day and I will see you again soon. Love and light. Bye.